Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve impossible things while others stay stuck for years? Is it talent, luck, or are they simply born different? Here's the surprising truth. The world's most successful people don't think the way most people do. They don't wake up every morning feeling motivated. They don't have fewer problems. In fact, many of them fail far more often than everyone else. So what separates them? Today, we're diving inside the mindset that quietly shapes extraordinary success. And one of these ideas might completely change the way you see your own future. Let's begin. Imagine two people standing at the bottom of a mountain. One looks at the top and says, "There's no way I can climb that." The other says, "I don't know how yet, but I'll figure it out." Both people have the same mountain. The only difference is their thinking. Highly successful people rarely begin with certainty. They begin with belief, not blind confidence, but confidence that they can learn. Most people wait until they feel ready. Successful people start before they feel ready because they know something important. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after action. Every small step teaches something. Every lesson builds confidence. Waiting only keeps you standing still. Imagine someone planting a tree. Would they dig it up every week to check if it's growing? Of course not. Yet that's exactly how many people treat their goals. They work hard for a few days, don't see results, then quit. Highly successful people understand delayed rewards. They know that meaningful progress is often invisible at first. Think about learning a language, going to the gym, building a business, creating videos. For weeks or even months, it can feel like nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, progress is quietly building. Just like bamboo. Some bamboo species spend years growing underground before suddenly shooting dozens of feet into the air. People only notice the explosion. They never see the years of preparation. Success often works the same way. Here's a question. What do Thomas Edison, Michael Jordan, and countless successful entrepreneurs have in common? They failed. A lot. Thomas Edison tested thousands of designs before creating a practical light bulb. Michael Jordan missed thousands of shots during his career. Many famous companies almost went bankrupt before finding success. Most people see failure as proof they aren't good enough. Successful people see failure as feedback. Imagine trying to unlock a safe. If one combination doesn't work, you don't smash the safe. You simply try another number. Failure tells you what doesn't work. That's valuable information. Every mistake removes one wrong path. Eventually, the right one becomes easier to find. The question isn't whether you'll fail. The question is what you'll learn when you do. Modern life is designed to steal attention. Notifications, endless scrolling, breaking news, messages, videos, everything competes for your brain. Attention has become one of the most valuable resources in the world. Highly successful people understand this. They don't guard their time first. They guard their attention. Because where attention goes, results follow. Imagine trying to fill a bucket with water while it has dozens of holes. No matter how much water you pour in, it never fills. Distractions are those holes. Every unnecessary interruption leaks your progress. That's why many successful people schedule focused work. They remove distractions, silence notifications, close extra tabs. Even 1 hour of complete focus can outperform an entire distracted day. Here's something most people don't want to hear. Motivation is unreliable. Some mornings you'll feel unstoppable. Other mornings you'll want to do absolutely nothing. If your progress depends on motivation, your results will always be inconsistent. Successful people build systems. Think about brushing your teeth. You probably don't wake up every day feeling inspired to do it. You simply do it. It's a habit. Success works the same way. Writers write. Athletes train. Musicians practice. Not because they always feel like it, because it's part of who they are. Discipline creates freedom. The less you argue with yourself, the more energy you save for meaningful work. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads. One path feels easy, safe, comfortable. The other is uncertain, maybe even scary. Which one leads to growth? Almost always, the uncomfortable one. Our brains naturally avoid discomfort. It's a survival instinct. But modern success often requires doing difficult things that aren't dangerous. Speaking in public, starting a business, learning new skills, asking difficult questions, trying again after failing. Every uncomfortable experience expands your abilities. Comfort keeps life predictable. Growth makes life bigger. The people you admire didn't avoid discomfort. They learned to walk through it. Here's an experiment. Pay attention to your thoughts for the next minute. How many of them are encouraging? And how many are critical? I'm not smart enough. I'm too late. Someone else is better. Many people repeat these thoughts every single day. Imagine having a friend who constantly spoke to you that way. You probably wouldn't spend much time with them. Yet many people treat themselves worse than anyone else ever could. Successful people aren't positive all the time. They simply refuse to let negative thoughts make their decisions. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," they ask, "How can I learn this?" One question shuts the brain down. The other opens it. The quality of your questions often determines the quality of your life. Most people think success comes from huge moments, winning an award, launching a company, making millions. But those moments are usually built from thousands of tiny actions. One workout, one page, one conversation, one improvement. Imagine placing a single brick every day. One brick seems meaningless, but after a year, you've built a wall. After several years, you've built an entire house. Success is rarely dramatic while it's happening. It looks boring, repetitive, ordinary, until one day, everyone calls it extraordinary. Social media makes this harder than ever. We constantly see people's highlights, their achievements, their vacations, their victories, but we almost never see their years of struggle, their doubts, their failures, their sacrifices. Imagine watching only the final 5 minutes of a movie. You'd completely misunderstand the story. That's what comparison does. You compare your behind-the-scenes life to someone else's highlight reel. Highly successful people compete with one person, yesterday's version of themselves. Because real progress isn't about being better than everyone else. It's about becoming better than you were before. Let's put everything together. Highly successful people don't possess magical abilities. They simply think differently. They believe they can learn. They think long-term. They use failure as feedback. They protect their focus. They rely on discipline instead of motivation. They embrace discomfort. They control their inner voice. They build tiny daily wins. And they compare themselves only to who they were yesterday. None of these ideas will change your life overnight, but practicing them every single day just might. Remember, success isn't one giant decision. It's hundreds of small decisions repeated consistently. And today's choice could become tomorrow's breakthrough. So here's a question for you. Which mindset will you start practicing today? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want more psychology, self-improvement, and success content explained with simple animations, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and remember, the life you want begins with the way you think. See you in the next video.